Hey, what's going on guys? Wingspan here and welcome to a brand new series. As you can probably tell by the title, we're gonna be playing some SkyFactory in Minecraft Pocket Edition. Yes guys, you heard me correctly, it's SkyFactory in Minecraft Pocket Edition and I'm super excited for this. This is pretty much a modded skyblock and this is where it all begins with this simple and one tree right here. But if you guys are excited for some SkyFactory in Minecraft Pocket Edition, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get it started. Alright guys, so as you can see we are starting on the little tree over here, and pretty much if we don't get a sapling out of this series is over and we pretty much have to start from the beginning. But as you can see we are starting with 64 bone meal and a single torch, and also this is pretty much one of the older versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition, so I can't actually change into the classic mode as you can see over here. Also, I'm not sure why the default game mode is set to creative but we're in survival. That's probably something to do with the mods. Of course, we're going to change this to the hard mode, and as you can see over here, if you go to the video, you can see I have it on classic, but it's still showing as the pocket over here, and we pretty much can change this, and I'm pretty sure this is something to do with the mod. But I'm super excited for this, and we definitely need to be really careful because, as I said, this is the only tree and this tree is sitting on one single block of the dirt. So this is where it all begins, and we're pretty much going to expand massively, and hopefully we're gonna be able to actually get the sapling out of this. So let's kinda do this carefully, and I'm just going to take these 5 over here, and we got ourselves sapling. That's amazing, from the first 5 leaves. So that means that we're gonna be able to continue the series. But let's actually, okay, how big is this tree? Let's just kind of chop a couple pieces over here. And this is my first time actually playing modded, and I'm super excited about this. And I have to say, I'm not really an expert, so if there is some tips and stuff you guys know about this, definitely let me know in the comments. I would highly appreciate that. And let's just make sure this is not going to disappear, and we definitely don't want to die. And there we go, 3 saplings. We are pretty much set with this, and I should probably made off the crook right now, but we actually managed to get enough. Okay, how long is this? I think we have, and okay, is that and the portal right there? This probably comes with the map, and I think that's going to be something that we are definitely going to do later on. But at the start, let's just chop the tree down, and okay, trees are starting to disappear, and this was maybe a bad idea, but we already managed to get 3 saplings, so we're pretty much set with this. And okay, let's actually go ahead, and this is really weird. It's definitely going to take some time for me to get used to this, because I haven't really played in like this Pocket UI in a very long time. Let's try to place that right there. There we go. And I think the best thing for us would be to actually make some slabs. And okay, why is it not letting me make slabs? Okay, I have no idea why is this actually not. Okay, we actually made them already. See what I'm talking about? This is a little bit weird, but we're definitely gonna get used to it in a little bit. So let's break the final piece over here, and looks like it's already getting night time, but luckily there is not a whole lot of spots that mobs can spawn on. And let's just kinda expand this a little bit. Maybe right there, and we definitely want to keep that dirt, because if we destroy the dirt there is no way for us to actually plant the trees, so we definitely don't want to do anything stupid with that. And let's just expand this platform, because to be honest I really don't want to die at the first day. And let's just go over here, and yeah, this is going to be an absolutely amazing series. And as I said, I have never actually played the modded, and I'm super excited for this. So that's okay, maybe I have made a little mistake. Okay, can we actually plant the tree over there, and I hoping it's going to grow. Let's just try it really quick, and please don't tell me I messed this up. Okay, there we go, we have the tree. But let me show you guys this really cool thing. So if we actually go ahead and make some sticks over here, you can see we have a hammer, we have the wooden hook. Okay, it's called a hook, but in the PC it's called a crook, I believe. So let's just make one of these, and this hook over here pretty much gives us a higher chance to actually get the saplings and the apples, and also we are looking for a specific thing, and that thing is a silkworm. So we definitely need to go ahead and get ourselves the silkworm, and once we get it, we're going to grow another tree, and pretty much that's how the series starts. So we need to get this silkworm to pretty much infest the trees over here, and looks like our wooden hook has been broken really quickly. So let's just go ahead and maybe make like a couple of these, and silkworm is what we're after because we can infest the leaves, and after a little bit they're pretty much going to turn. There we go, we got ourselves a silkworm, but we're going to use it once we make another tree. So this is really great because once we grow another tree, we are pretty much going to infest the leaves, and after a little while they're going to turn white, and they're actually going to give us strings. So that's something really amazing, and that's pretty much how we're going to start expanding this, and this tree is pretty much the key to actually starting this. And let's just chop this guy down, and we're going to plant another one and infest it with the silkworms. That way we can get the string, and we can get some of the other stuff. Alright guys, it's actually raining, and this is perfect. I pretty much chopped another little tree over here, and we created something called a wooden bucket, and I actually need another little piece of the oak wood, and then we're going to infest this with leaves. But let's just go ahead and create another one. Okay, come on, we definitely don't want to miss this chance. Okay, we have the wooden bucket, and okay, I think this is how we place it. Okay, is this wrong? Maybe I have to sneak. Okay, there we go, we had to sneak, and this should actually fill up once it rains. I'm not sure how much it's going to take, or if this is the thing. In the PC version, this is definitely the thing, and they pretty much fill up with the water, but maybe there is some other way for us to actually get it. But these wooden barrels, or the bucket as they're called over here, we pretty much need to place a couple of them, and we need to actually get ourselves the saplings, and I'm definitely going to leave some of these because I don't want to lose them. But the only way to actually progress in this is to actually get some more dirt, and the way to get dirt is to actually create this little barrel over here, get ourselves a bunch of saplings, and actually place them inside, as you can see over here. And I definitely don't want to use all of them. Let's just plant one of these guys right there, and there we go. After a little bit of time, this is actually going to turn into the dirt, and we're gonna be able to actually get it, and seems like it's full. So this is the way to actually get the dirt, and now I think these leaves shouldn't despawn. So we're actually going to infest them with the silkworm, and as you can see over there, this leaf is now infected, and it's going to spread around, and it's going to take a little bit of time before we can actually harvest this and get a little bit of the string. But let's just try and wait a little bit to see when is this going to actually turn into dirt. And I'm pretty sure we don't need to place anymore because it's not actually letting us. And I'm not sure how we actually get the water. In PC you just put one of these barrels, and they're going to fill when it rains. But let's just kinda look at this silkworm and pretty much let him expand a little bit. We're going to get some string and pretty much start expanding our little base. Alright, it took a little bit of time, but it's actually filling up with water. As you can see, when it rains it's going to fill with water, and I'm not sure how much time this silkworm and the little dirt is going to take. Okay, we pretty much pick up the dirt, I'm pretty sure. Okay, never mind. Okay, I made a little mistake. We actually had to cover that, because if you don't cover it, the rain is actually going to go down, and we got ourselves 2 barrels with the water, and that was really a nice mistake, and I spent like all of my saplings making that. Okay, you can see I'm not really an expert, but this is going to take a little while, and definitely need to grow some more trees and actually cover this next time, pretty much to prevent the rain from falling down. But at least now we got ourselves a little bit of the water over here. So I'm not sure if I actually mentioned this in the previous clip, but as you can see, we lowered the platform to be leveled with the dirt over here, and now I actually have enough saplings, and we're going to make, okay, we can actually make an apple tree sapling, and I think this is going to be like our main source of the food. But right now we don't want to spend any more saplings, because in the previous clip I pretty much made a little mistake and it cost us like 10 saplings over there. So what we're going to do is actually go ahead, grab this wooden bucket over here and grab some blocks, and we need to sneak for this and actually place it right there. And let's actually go ahead and kind of cover this up. Okay, it seems like we can't put anything in it right there. Okay, I actually want to be able to look at this, so maybe it would be best to just do something like that, and hopefully the rain can't really get to it right now. And let's just grab all of the blocks. And don't worry guys, at the moment all we have is the oak wood, but this is going to expand really nicely. And let's go ahead and fill this one with the saplings over here, and I think that's pretty much all we need. We have 7 more saplings, and hopefully the rain is going to stop soon, because we already have a couple buckets over here. Maybe I should probably make another one, but we're pretty much going to let this one turn into the dirt and maybe make that little apple sapling, and I think we're going to do that right now. So this is actually going to grow the tree with the apples, and we can pretty much pick them up, and we don't have to destroy the leaves to get the apples. But this hook is doing a really nice job, and we got a lot of the silkworms, so it's gonna be really easy for us to actually infest the tree. But I just want to get the first piece of the dirt, because that's pretty much how we're going to start things off. Well guys, you remember how we actually put all of the saplings in this tree and actually turned into the water? The same thing happened with this one, and I just kinda clicked them and we have 2 dirt to our name. And I'm not sure if that's supposed to happen, but the rain pretty much stopped for like 5 minutes and again started, so hopefully it's not too loud for you guys in the video. But we pretty much managed to get the 2 dirt pieces, and this is going to be absolutely amazing. And I think I'm actually going to kinda move these guys around a little bit. And okay, that could have been really bad. I actually forgot there was nothing underneath that guy. But let's just go ahead and actually bone meal this one, and this is the tree that we're going to infest with the silkworms. So let's just go ahead, put you guy right there, and maybe to speed the process up a little bit, let's just put a couple more of them, maybe one right here, and let's put one right there. And now we're going to wait for the whole tree to actually turn white, and we're going to get some string and finally get it started. Oh yeah guys, as you can see they're starting to turn white, but we need to wait for the whole tree. And as we're doing that, I actually created some more slabs, and I'm keep on expanding this little island right here. And I really am hoping that we're not going to die. But while we wait for that tree, I think it would be a nice idea to actually expand this a tiny bit and plant another tree maybe to get some more saplings, so that way we can get some more wood, create a little bit more of these barrels, and maybe create some more dirt, because dirt is kind of the meaning of life over here, and you'll see why in just a little bit. Oh, hello there. I'm not sure if this is going to be a problem. We just got a gigantic tree. This is definitely going to get us an insane amount of the saplings and the wood. But look how dangerous this is. We can pretty much just make a one wrong step and fall out of here. So I think we're actually going to expand this island a little bit more. And as you can see, our little infected tree is doing amazing. You can see all of these leaves are starting to get infected, and you can see all of these are turned into white leaves, and these guys are pretty much going to give us a string. But as I said, I'm going to wait for the whole tree to actually get infested, and as you can see they're changing really nicely, so this should be done in no time. But we need to chop this guy down and this is definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge. So let me expand the island a little bit more to get to chopping this guy, and maybe we can start and chop these leaves over here. Alright Alright, turns out getting that tree was pretty amazing. We almost have a stack of saplings and we have 20 oak wood left after I actually made all of these barrels over here. So we're going to fill these guys up with the saplings over here, and we should also have a little bit left over for ourselves. So let's just not use all of these. Maybe let's just go ahead and do that. Plant another one right there. So we're gonna be safe for that. And looks like we have another one on top of that. So also, as you can see, our little tree is fully turned out, and let's just go ahead and break the first block. And as you can see, we got ourselves a string. So this is where it all begins. So we need to go ahead and actually destroy all of these leaves, and I'm not sure if we have a higher chance to actually get the string using the hook, but we are definitely going to do it. And this does seem a little bit slow, but it's definitely 100% worth it, because without this string we pretty much wouldn't be able to do anything in this series. So let's just hold thing, because I have no idea how much space we actually have to work on, even though I have expanded this a really nice amount. Okay, we have so far 8 string, and I'm not sure if that's going to be enough for what we need. So let's just go ahead and break all of this. You guys are not going to believe this. My game actually crashed while I was getting all of the string, and turns out that it's back to where it was, and we actually have all of our items in the inventory. We did lose all of the barrels that we actually placed, and pretty much we have to start over by chopping this tree and waiting for this to actually convert again, because there are still a couple of the blocks upwards that haven't converted. And I can't believe that this actually happened. I just took this tree down. I pretty much took all of this, and we only got 9 string, but I really need to chop this tree down. Seems like all of our little island expansion and everything like that has disappeared as well. So let me do this one more time. Alright guys, the tree is taken down, and we have some more barrels over here creating some more dirt, but you can see I have a chest full of silkworms, and it's really sad that they don't stack, because it's really hard to manage the inventory with this amount of the silkworms. But we pretty much have enough string for what we need, and we still have to wait for this guy to turn. And these leaves may be from the big tree, so I'm actually going to take them down, because we don't really want to slow the process down. And I think actually the tree itself is done, and these leaves are all from the giant tree that we spawned. So we're just going to take those down, and actually we're going to leave these guys to turn. But this is where it's all about. Let's go ahead, look at in the inventory. You can see that we have fruit bait, and maybe this is for the mobs or something, but I'm not really sure. So we're not going to pretty much waste our string on that right now. But what we need to do is go ahead, create some of the wooden planks, and as you can see, it opens a lot of the different choices. We have a mixing bowl that we can probably use for some sort of the food, but what we are most interested in is this part over here. You can see that we have a sieve, and this is where it all begins. We're going to create as many of these as we can, so we're going to need some more sticks over here, and let's go ahead and create some more of these guys, and I think 3 should do us just fine. So sieve is the, and I'm really hoping that I'm pronouncing that correctly. And also seems like our little dirt problem is fixed over here, and seems like we need to sneak every time we want to do something, and this was probably a bad idea. But you can see that once the dirt is finished, all we need to do is just go ahead and click it right there, and where the dirt is going to pop out. And maybe this was not a great idea to put it right on the edge, so I'm going to expand that platform. That should do it. So guys, we started with only 1 tree. We had to chop that tree down to grow another one. We got ourselves saplings, turned the saplings into the dirt, and now we are into the great process, and this is a really fun little process. You can see over here we have 3 sieves, and I'm really hoping I'm pronouncing that right. But if we go ahead and put the dirt right there, you can see that the dirt is going to go in there, and if we keep on clicking it, we're actually going to sift the dirt and actually go ahead and grab ourselves some stone tablet. And these are pretty much like stone pebbles. And what we do with these stone pebbles, if we go to the crafting table, and from them putting them 4 into the little crafting table like that, we get ourselves the cobblestone, and this is the first cobblestone piece in our series, so we pretty much need to go ahead and sift all of this dirt over here. And there we go, we're going to get some more stone pebbles, and we can pretty much go ahead and create another piece of the cobblestone. And there we go, we got ourselves 3 pieces of cobblestone. Now you may be thinking, what on earth do we do with the cobblestone? Let's just plant another tree right there. But if you're wondering what we do with the cobblestone, we need to go to our crafting table and go ahead, grab ourselves a couple more sticks. And we don't want to create the stone hammer because that would pretty much kill us. And okay, dark steel sword looks really nice, but we don't want to accidentally make any tools out of the stone because we actually need them. And let's go ahead, create a wooden hammer just like that, couple sticks and a couple planks. We're going to create that, and as you can see, it's looking pretty nice. But what we need to do is actually place our cobblestone, go ahead, grab our hammer, and as you can see, once we break it, it's going to go down into the gravel. Then we can just go ahead and do the same for these guys, and we're actually going to get gravel. And now I'm not really sure if there is like different things that we can get from sifting different things. So we're actually going to check out what we actually get from this guy, and looks like copper. Okay, we got some copper ore right there, and I'm pretty sure we need to smelt this in order to get the copper, so that's really nice. And we also got another little stone variant right there. So next thing we need to do is actually place down the gravel and go ahead and destroy that, and that's going to turn into the sand. And again, we're going to sieve this just to see what we are getting, but normally you would want to go all the way to the next step. So let's just go ahead and sift a little bit of the sand, and looks like we got coal. Looks like we got ourselves the redstone and coal, so that's really nice thing to do. And finally, the last step is to put the sand down and again use the hammer, and there we go, we are actually going to get ourselves a little bit of the dust, and we can go ahead and sieve that, and that's probably the best thing we can use. And let's see what we got, and I'm not really seeing anything, and dust is probably used for something else. So looks like in the SkyFactory 4 the dust is like the best thing to sift with, but I think we actually need to use that dust to put it over here, and we can make clay, and from that we can make like a bunch of other stuff and get into the technical stuff. But as you can see, this is pretty much the process, and I think we are actually going to grow some more trees, get that dust, and actually try to turn that into the clay over here. So I'm going to make a couple more barrels, get some more dirt, sift everything, and maybe hope for the rain to actually get a little bit more water, and we can move from there. Alright guys, so this is actually a little bit later from the previous clip, because I had to wait for all of these trees to grow because I don't have bone meal or anything. But luckily I managed to get 2 of the large trees, and we pretty much have enough of the saplings and everything like that. I already made like 4 more dirt, and there is a lot more coming over here, so we have like 6 barrels pretty much dedicated to the dirt, and I added another one over here to fill up with water once it rains. But I was kinda checking some of the stuff over here in the crafting table, and turns out there is something called copper gravel, and usually in PC version you can pretty much put these stone pieces in to the furnace and get the copper. But right here we can actually create the copper gravel, so I'm not sure if the things are different for the Pocket Edition. I mean, they probably are because all of the different mods and stuff, but let's just go ahead and try to sift this and see what can we get. And looks like we can't actually sift this, so I am pretty new to this, so if you guys have actually played this and have any tips or know anything about this, definitely let me know in the comments. What do we even do with the copper gravel? Do we have to like break it or something? Okay, it seems like we don't have to break it. Maybe let's actually use the hammer. Okay, there we go. Is this going to do anything? Okay, let's break that. Okay, we got something that looks like seeds. Copper slag. Okay, can we actually craft anything from that? Okay, we have copper dust. Okay, I am really confused. I have no idea what are we actually doing with this. Maybe actually we need to smelt this right now. I have no idea, but we are definitely going to keep that. And as you can see, I have over a stack of apples, so we are pretty much good on that. I don't even think we are actually going to need to use that apple tree right there. But I have no idea what is this copper dust doing. Maybe we need to smelt it or something. But as I said, I'm pretty new and I actually have no clue what I'm doing with this right now. And I'm definitely going to do a lot of the research of camera to pretty much figure some of the mods out, because I pretty much know a little bit on the PC version and stuff, but here seems like a lot of the things are actually different, so I'm definitely gonna have to look at that. So let's just go ahead and sift all of the dirt that we actually have right now, and pretty much create a little bit more cobblestone. And okay, there we go, we got ourselves 9 pebbles, so we actually only can do 2 more cobblestone pieces. And there is a lot of the stuff. You can see we can make a basic gear and stuff, so we can actually go ahead and start making some of the machines probably in the next episode. Of course, I'm definitely going to need to figure out how we actually get the ingots and stuff, and what's the best to sift for like the iron and stuff. And looks like our trees are growing again, so I am definitely going to do some grind of camera, pretty much learn a couple of the mods and the stuff. So I think so yeah guys, I'm pretty happy with the first episode. We managed to get some of the basic stuff, and off camera I am definitely going to do a lot more work, a lot of the research and stuff. And this platform may change a little bit depending on how much work I actually do off camera. But I'm really enjoying this mod, and if you guys are enjoying the SkyFactory as well, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. Of course, click that notification bell to get notified for all of the future uploads. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.